Okay, so one of the questions that most people ask me is, how are you able to study here if your results are low, or if you didn't really have a good grade? And to be honest, most people have this misconception that schools over here would only accept you based on your academics. That is not true. Now, if you find yourself in a school like mine, which is like a sports school, like they love their sport. In fact, most of 90% of the schools in America love their sport. Okay, so if you find yourself in a school like this, chances of you coming here on a sports scholarship is very high. Okay, so what do I mean? What I mean is, most people in my school, especially, I'm not telling you guys to apply to my school because they are sports and all that, but I'm trying to say that most of the people in my school came here because of sports. Their results wasn't the best. They didn't really have a 4.0 GPA, they didn't really have a 3.5 GPA, they didn't really have a higher GPA. They just took the SAT in the US here, and then they came here on the sports scholarship, and you too can do that. In fact, I think a month ago, a friend from Ghana came to the US with a sports scholarship. In fact, two of them, and they were athletes. They are all going to run for their school. So if you are someone who is really good in sports, you think you can actually run, you have videos, and you have proof that you can actually do sports, and you are really good at it, like you have videos, you have a coach and everything, then you should probably consider coming here with a sports scholarship. I was on a sports scholarship for a year. I don't know if I would post a video of it, but if I don't, just go to my Instagram page, I have videos of it. So I didn't really show enough proof of the sports that I was doing. I just had a certificate, a cross-country certificate, and I had a certificate that I went to super zonals, intercolleges, and then inter-halls too. Yes, so I just showed it to them, and they were like, okay, sure, let's recruit you. They didn't do any scouting for me, they didn't do any tryouts for me, they just placed me in the sports team, and then I was going for training and everything. Along the line, it was affecting my academics because you would go for training a lot, but I'll talk about it in some few minutes. So because of my academics, I had to just leave the track team, and then they took the scholarship away, and then now I'm back to default, right? So if you want to come here on a sports scholarship, you want to consider a sports scholarship, the first thing you want to do is to target schools that are sports schools. Like, how do you know if a school is a sports school? When you go on their websites and they are always talking about their sports, they are number one in this, best NCAA, this thing, that, this. When I say NCAA, it is the National Sports Commission in the US. They take care of the sports in colleges and all those things. So when you see that they are really talking about their sports and everything, you would want to reach out to the coach of the school. How do you get in touch with the coach of the school? You go to their website, go to activities, or they would have it on the website, and then find the coach of the particular sport you are interested in, and then send a very convincing email to them that, hey, you are from Ghana, unfortunately you don't have a coach, or Ghana doesn't have a coach system, or where the coach will just be introducing you to the people over here and all that. So write an email telling them that you do not have a coach, and you are so passionate, you've been running all your life, or you've been playing soccer all your life, you've been playing football all your life, so you would want to come and run for your school, and you want to ask if there are some perks that comes with being an athlete in your school. Chances of them mentioning yes is very high, especially if it's a second division school. Okay, so when we say a first division school, it's the top universities. They hire these people, go to countries and scout for the top players. Second division might consider you when you don't really have much proof that you play sports. When you come here and you don't really do well, then they would your scholarship will be an issue. But if you do well, they'll keep on increasing your scholarship. So you pitch the idea to your coach, and then tell the coach that you are really interested, blah blah blah. And if the coach accepts you, I'm telling you, your admission rate would increase, because the coaches are the ones going to convince the admission officers that we want this guy. They've seen videos, they've seen certificates that shows that you are very good. If you're a sport, if you're a runner, have on the certificates the time that you finish, your finishing time and everything, have it on there, and then send it to the coach. The coach will convince the admission officers that you are coming here on a sports, blah blah blah. So if your results even is not the best, at least you have some sports scholarship, and then you add it to your academic scholarship that they would give you. So if you want to consider sports scholarship, you can do that. Now I'll tell you guys how I actually came here with the sports scholarship. Now I didn't really have videos of me running in Ghana. Okay, I didn't really have much videos because Ghana doesn't have those kind of stuff. But in America, when they go for competitions, they have everything documented. They have the whole thing documented. Everything is filmed professionally. So when the coach is looking for you, just send your file or the link to your videos to them, and then they'll be like, okay, he's good, or blah blah blah. Sometimes the coaches would travel to schools and all that, watch the games, and then they'll be selecting the students, and then they'll be like, hey, we want you to transfer to our school. And then so for me, I reached out to my international admissions officer that I want to run for the school. I run track, and she gave me the email address of my coach. I reached out to the coach, and the coach saw my certificate and everything. He was like, okay, you're good to go. He added me to the list, and then I started training. Now mind you, if you come here on the sports scholarship, just know that half or if you have 6-7 days in a week, just know that the least 4 of the days would be for sports. Because I don't know for other schools, by my school they go for training every day. Every single day you train. And why do you train? Because there are competitions all the time. You guys get into a season, and in that season you guys have to go and play for the school, run for the school, and you have to perform at your best. You have to do your best. So you always have to be training. If you are not on the field training, they will take you to the gym, and then you guys will do lifting and all those things. So know that coming here on a sports scholarship doesn't mean you come here and you just go and run once in a week, or maybe we have an event so we are all going to train. No, when you are here on the sports scholarship, they are taking your time. The same way when you are here on an academic scholarship, your academics depends, or your scholarship depends on your academics. That is the same way your scholarship depends on your sport. So when you are coming here, know that first off, you are going to go for training Mondays to Fridays. Every day you'll be going for training. You can't tell them that no, I don't want to train. Whether it's snowing, I've trained in the snow so many times. It was so cold and I was running in it. My hands were freezing, my legs, everything. I was training in the snow. So that is how serious it is, because they have season all the time. So you guys would have to go and practice and all those things. So if you want to consider sports scholarship, you might just want to take this necessary step. Reach out to the schools that you want to go to, you want to like get admitted to. Reach out to the coaches directly and sell yourself to them. Okay, when I say sell yourself, let them know that they are about to get the best player in their school. Sell yourself to them, and then hopefully you are able to get some admission from there, and then you will be able to come here. When you come here and you're on the sports scholarship, you will be very happy, you'll be excited. Okay, they will do everything for you. You will feel like a very professional player. So yeah, that is the little that I wanted to share with you guys. I was actually filming a video on writing a personal statement or a statement of purpose, but I have a new MacBook now. I have a new laptop now. It's a MacBook, and I think I updated it to the most recent software, and it doesn't accept so many things on my laptop, so I've taken it to accra. So that will probably be the next video of yourselves, and I'll see you guys at the top. Peace out.